A very good evening to one and all present here, and welcome to the ICSE StudyMate YouTube channel. Today, we are here with Priyanka Khanna ma'am, who would be helping us and dealing our way out through one of the most important subjects for ICSE Grade 10 examination, the very interesting but the very compulsory subject, English language. Good evening, ma'am, and thank you very much for coming here.
Thank you, Kshitish. Good evening, students. Good evening, children. First of all, let me tell you that this is really a very challenging part of academics. This is a pandemic, due to which maximum of the classes have been conducted online. And for you people, it must have been very challenging to answer the papers, because with that also you have done online only. But most probably so far what we are learning that the board exams are going to be offline only. So due to online problem, you people have forgot to do the time management, which is really a crucial part of the examination, because you are not given a single second extra when you write your paper. Pen down means pen down. Now, if we consider the overall circumstances of the English language, many of you think it's your left-hand game. So you don't have to worry about it at all. It's your mother tongue. Oh, what is there to learn about in English? What is there to study in English? Now we don't know anything, any syllabus. We don't know what is going, which sentences are going to come, which essay is going to come. Actually, when it happens, so it becomes more challenging, because the portion is very vast. The examiner is not at all restricted to any limit to ask you the questions. He can go to any level. So it's better to be like maths only. You have need to practice your grammar part. Grammar part is of 20 marks. That is in your hand, where you can score 20 on 20. That is the only area in language where you can score the maximum marks. So to attempt a grammar question, you should be very calm and quiet. You need to practice those grammar questions as a maths daily. Basically, yes, tell me. But focus on it, and you must be having your total English. They have 15 papers in all. I suggest you to just put a stopwatch and attempt the paper exactly in the time which is allotted to you by the council. In 2 hours, 15 minutes. Means 15 minutes is strictly for reading. Then attempting the paper, pen and paper, writing it in 2 hours. That is 2 hours is allotted to write, but you should try to finish it in 1 hour 45 minutes. Then that 15 minutes you can just revise the paper with your question paper. When you are revising your paper for the grammar part particularly, you should read the question and then read the answer. Because many a times the answer itself tells you that I'm right or wrong. It tells you, it gives you hint. So when you know the question sentence properly, then only you can understand whether your answer is right or wrong. So basically you need to be very careful while reading your when you are checking your paper. Okay. If we go question wise, this is about the grammar part. Grammar part is very important. I am stressing you a lot because many of the students don't pay any attention towards it. Children, it's also like a maths. The more you practice, the more confidence you gain in it. So it is going to be really a profitable to you if you practice. At least you make a target that I'm going to solve 5 passages of the tenses today. I'm going to solve 50 sentences of prepositions today. I'm going to do this much of synthesis. I'm going to do this much of transformation. No matter if you do the mixed exercises also. But you practice. The more and more you practice, the more confidence you gain. And if you face any problem, you can definitely contact your concerned teacher, your subject teacher, and I'm dead sure that they will help you. Next, now I'll discuss the paper question wise. First comes the essay.
Yes.
Essay is generally, they have 5 topics. Out of that, you have to select any one. In that one, you have to write, but whichever you select, you go through that question very thoroughly, twice. Okay. When you, this is, I'm telling you how to answer the paper. Why I'm telling you this?
Yes.
To prepare also, to prepare for your 1.5 month, which is there for your exams right now. Do that when you're solving the practice papers at home also. When you are reading the question, when you are trying to think, okay, this is this I can go for, please write a short outlines of it. Because once you start writing outline, then only you can understand whether I can go ahead with this topic or not. And it's not a waste, children. You may think that, oh, we don't know what the topic is going to come for our examination. Why we should waste time in attempting all this? It's your practice, children, and you need to do it. And it is not at all a waste. Mark my point. Certain points or the other, you can use them in your other essays. Suppose if we have a topic, science is a boon or bane.
Yes.
Sometimes you get a question like, technologies are working to a very far extent. Do you agree with the topic or not? So
No.
technology is a part of a science. You know what is science boon or bane? So some part of it you can use there. So I'm challenging you that definitely your writing of essay is not at all a way. If you write some of the story, okay, if you know how to write the story, then you can definitely attempt the story part, how to write. It is not going to be a way. By the time, if you attempt at least one paper alternate days, you have ample of papers and you will be very confident about the timings also and about the working of it. Okay.
Ma'am, before beginning the next part of the paper, many students have this query or this question in their mind. We often know that English language paper has 5 different types of essays. One is descriptive, then one we often has an argumentative, either for or against. One is a picture. From a picture, we need to write a particular story or an essay. So is it so that we should attempt a particular type of essay to reduce our loss of marks?
Okay. Yes, I can make out your question. No, it's not at all like that. Each and every essay question, that story part, descriptive, picture composition, there is nothing like that you should be partial towards something or the inclined towards something or the other. Each and every essay question is given the equal marking system.
Right.
But it depends how you write. The connectivity between the 2 paragraphs should be there. You are familiar with all this standstill so far. So the connectivity needs to be there, and how you are introducing the topic, what is the body of the topic, and what is the conclusion. That's why I'm insisting on writing up the outlines. I do the same with my students in the school also. I force them to write the outlines because it hardly takes 2 to 3 minutes initially. But it gives you a lot of saving of time. Certain times when we are writing a 2 to 3 points only in the outline, we come to know, oh no, I cannot, this is not my cup of tea. This essay, I cannot go further. So then and on there only you can decide and can go for the next topic. But if you start writing all of a sudden, then after a 2 to 3 paragraphs, you get panic and certain points, further points. So you will get panic. And then you will get nervous and you will spoil the rest of the paper also. So you only decide. You have invested your 10 to 15 minutes so far for your question, that is essay question. And now you are thinking that I should go for another question. You only decide whether 2 to 3 minutes is good or wasting of 10 to 15 minutes is good. Your choice. Okay. So definitely it will help you. And certain times when you are outlining, we can say, oh no, I think this point should come before the first paragraph. So there you can number your outline. You can make a star there. Oh no, I will write this point before. Huh? So you're thinking there. So your thinking process work there, and it will definitely streamline your essay, and it will be perfect. You try this when you are writing, doing your practice papers. You all must be having the Total English with you. It's a prescribed book for you. So in that, there are 15 papers which are solved, which are there for the practice. One is solved. You just go through how it is solved. Then you can attempt the next other 14 papers. So definitely you can do them in 28 days. If you fix it for alternate day, 2
Yes.
hours at least I should give to this subject, right?
Mhm.
Which is, and it's a mandatory subject, children. The marks is considered of it.
Yes.
And coming to the second question, again, I say you to be very firm with the question. Go through the question thoroughly well. Certain times you don't understand to whom to write, to whom to address, and you make a mistake. And this presentation is very much important. When you're coming to letter part, the presentation is very much important. No scribbling and all shabby work is not at all liked by the examiner. What is the first impression when someone comes to your place? Whatever they say and however they are going to speak to you, but you will see their appearance first. So in the same way, your presentation of your question answer is very much required. Okay, properly margin, as you're taught, as you're trained, it should be streamlined from right start from the margin, what should
Margins.
come one other, that you should try to manage and all. Then coming to notice and email, you are also well acquainted with it. Go do write it in a proper way, whatever is required, whatever the question is asked for. It's a compulsory question. There is no choice for it. Notice and email. Whom to address, that all you should. And if you write 10 to 15 practice papers, the things will be on your tips. You don't have to worry at all then. At
Ma'am,
least
as far
10
as
to
the I was asking, as far as the notice is concerned, the students are aware of a particular format, and we can easily fetch 5 marks out of
yes,
notice. But when it comes to
yes.
email and letter,
Uh,
ma'am, I was asking, when it comes to email and letter, sometimes the student gets confused how much to write in an email or a letter for 5 or 10 marks, respectively.
Email also should be very brief. Email also should be very brief. You are informing him and you are inviting someone as a guest, as a judge, or you are requesting a principal to send students. So it should be very brief. But when you are coming to letter, and if you are writing a formal letter, it should also be brief to the point and very formal language. But definitely should not exceed the limit, because you have to focus on the next question also. If you are into the one question only, you will be doing injustice with the other question. See, if you are allotted 5 marks for one question, you are going to get only 5 marks. If you write more than that, you are not going to get the 5 more. Okay, the child wrote 2 pages of email. Okay, I'll give them bonus 2 marks. No, it's not going to be like that. It is a 5 marks means 5 marks only. So you restrict yourself. You know that I have covered the part which has been asked to me. Now I have to stop from it. Stop here. Whereas essay also many a times you people exceed. That's why I tell you, whenever you're writing, I'm telling you to write your practice paper, that to also write on full scale papers, children. So if you write full scale papers, you have a practice of writing how you're going to write in an exam. How many sheets you need to write for your essay. At least one means 2 sides. 1 page means 2 sides. 1.5 page at least you should write for your essay. And all the important points should be covered in the beginning part. Okay. Then coming to the fourth question, which is very important, that is comprehension. Comprehension, I suggest you, when you are given first 15 minutes to read comprehension once thoroughly well, so that you understand the gist of it. Okay, when you understand the gist of it, you know from where to hunt for the answers. And writing of your précis writing, that is C part, that is 6 mark question, grid question. Make grid rough and fair both.
Okay.
Certain times that you know that you have made the grid, and number them, please. You people don't number them. The examiner has not got the time, like your class teacher, your school teachers, to just count the lines which you have used.
Right.
So write the number here. If nowadays it is 50 words, 1 to 5 here and 1 to 10 here. So it's better if you write the numbers there and use them and write the answers. And write exactly what you're writing in your rough grid, the fair grid. The meanings and the question and answers, please don't simply copy from the passage exactly the words. You can use your own words also. Okay. And coming, I have told you how to go over the grammar part. You need to read your passage well, change into the required form the words which are given in the bracket, and read by using those forms the passage. It will definitely tell you whether it is right or wrong. Children, language is a subject which you cannot get rid of anytime, ever, in your lifetime. So enjoy it rather than feeling it, oh, what is to study there? There is much to study. The language is a subject where the portion is not at all, there is no dead end for the portion.
Yes.
So you study it, and I advise you for your essay writing, the current affairs, the current scenarios. One will be the election then.
Yes.
How the campaigning was going on during the pandemic and all, they can frame the question on way that. Online classes they can ask for. Means whatever the current scenario, you must be prepared for it certain time. And the
Yes.
pandemic situation, COVID-19 and all. But if you're using certain numbers, statistics, you should be very careful. If you know little, you have an idea, you can use that number and write approximately. And if you don't have any idea and you're just using the number in air, don't do that. Don't do that, please. There is no harm in writing.
Ma'am, I was asking now, ma'am, once we complete the paper, the two important things, ma'am, how to utilize the reading time after the paper, before the paper, wherein you suggested that we should continue with the comprehension, and how to check English language paper. If we do not have sufficient time remaining, which should we go ahead?
You will definitely have the sufficient time. Suppose in case you are short of time, first go through the grammar part.
Yes.
And I suggest you to go into the reverse way while answering your paper also.
Okay.
Because with the cool mind, you should answer your grammar question, that is the part which is going to yield you the full marks.
Yes.
20 you can score from that part. Okay, you can simply go into the reverse order, and then you can attempt for your the essay at the last, because at that time the essay has got no limited part.
Yes.
There is no limitation. You can add number of points there, but the relevant points you want to add, you add there, and you can certain times you don't have a short of time, and you can conclude it with 2 to 3 lines. Then nobody is going to scan your brain that what you wanted to write and you did not write. You know that you have covered the important points before, but if still you want to write something, if you don't write, it's okay, but you have covered the important points before. That is mandatory. Okay, certain times we want to explain the points in detail. If you miss out that 1 or 2 topics, it's okay, but you have attempted that question. But in case if you attempt essay first and you are writing pages together, you will fail to write your essay grammar part, which is the last question, and you fail to attempt 1 or 2 questions there. So it will be a very loss for you. It's a great loss for you.
Yes.
Okay, out of 8, at least you can get 5. I will to suggest that you will definitely get 8 on 8 if you practice well, as I told you. But at least you can get 5 on 8, which you are failing to get. So that will be a great loss for you. 5 marks is a great loss. And English is always combined. That is literature and language, both are accumulated, and then its average is given to you as your English marks. So that you need to be careful about your literature part also, how you are preparing yourself for it. Whereas coming to language part, I have suggested you how to go about. It is not at all a dry subject. It's a very fascinating thing, very exciting thing. You can challenge yourself. You can see that numbers are. I don't mind if you don't know any topic of the essay and you are coming across, and you can select. You can hunt the matter from the net.
Yes.
Make a notes of it, and 11th hour you can read that outlines. So you will be having, if you are solving for 10 to 12 papers, and each paper is, anyhow you will be solving one essay only, other 4 are remaining. No, so if you could consider 10 paper, at least 40 essays are more there with you. So that 40 essays, at least you can write outlines out of it. You can collect the matter from that. I don't mind. You can collect the matter from any of the course book. No problem. You can write it as an outline there, and you can keep it with you for the 11th hour. No problem as such. But please don't procrastinate the things, because time flies like anything. See, the March has come. April will also fly like that only. So simply challenge yourself. See that you were not afraid of this condition. Circumstances keep on changing, children. We have to keep ourselves stable, and we have to work accordingly, because we cannot change the circumstances. We have to change ourselves. We have changed ourselves also by adopting a lot of technological challenges and all. And we have tried to train you to the fullest we can. So you also try to take the advantage of this, and you people can be in touch with your subject teacher and can anytime ask your queries and all. My suggestion to you for your language is to practice, and the practice only will make the things possible for you. Because due to online things, the essay things which you could write in your classes and the comprehension which you could work in your classes, you were lacking behind in that. So practice that, and when you're writing your papers, spare only 20 to 25 minutes for your essay, 10 minutes for your letter, 10 minutes for your notice and email. How much it is? 20, 10, 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes. Then coming to comprehension again 30 minutes. It has become 1 hour, 10 minutes. Then again, you will spend 20 minutes for your grammar part. If I calculate from my part, if you can spare 5 minutes more on certain things, it's okay. You are left with half an hour still. But it's okay that 50 minutes I'm giving you in cushion time. That in case if you take 5 minutes more in your essay or in comprehension, you can. But at least your one eye should be on your watch, that I'm doing the things on. Okay, children. So please practice the maximum you can. It's like a maths. The more you practice, the more you gain your confidence. Fine. I think I have taken much of your time, but my suggestions may help you to a far bit. All the best, children. Do well. Thank you.
Thank you so
Anything
much, ma'am.
else, Kshitij?
No, ma'am, I think we have covered all the points, and all the basic queries of students were cleared. The only golden statement for English language is practice makes the man perfect. The more we'll practice, the more we'll be perfect in this subject. Thank you so much, ma'am, for having us, and thank you so much for your guidelines.